Right then, let's look at a 4-fret stretch going across the strings. All the 4-fret stretch is designed for, okay, it's not meant to sound like a great song, it's just an exercise for you to start using 4 fingers. It's important that you use 4 fingers because, well, you've got 4 of them, why not use all of them, alright? So, when you first start, it's a bit difficult to get that 4th finger doing what you want it to do. Now, the only thing that you can do to eventually get it to do what you want it to do is just use it all the time. So this is an exercise designed to get those fingers working for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on string 1, which is your high E, and we're just going to put our fingers in 4 different frets on the fretboard. Now, it doesn't matter where you start. If you can't, the end game, you need to get down the low end of the neck in frets 1, 2, 3 and 4. But if you can't reach down there to start with, you can go anywhere on the neck. Now, the frets are closer together the higher up the neck you go. So if you've got really small hands, get high up the neck and try and do that. I'm just going to go in the middle of the neck, starting on fret 5, which gives me the note of A. So what you want to do is get your thumb in a nice position, get 4 fingers in 4 different frets, and then just hit 1 string at a time, finger 1, then finger 2, then finger 3, then finger 4. Alright? So it should sound like this. And you want 4 notes to ring out. So you want 4 different notes to ring out. So it's important that you use your ears to listen, because if you're only getting 1 note ringing out, chances are you're doing something wrong. Now, little things that you want to make sure that you look for is when you start, you're going to have 4 fingers in 4 different frets. Well, if you get this, that was the same note every time. You've probably forgotten to take these fingers off and then move them around, okay? So make sure you start with finger 1, then finger 2, then finger 3, then finger 4. Now, once you've got the notes going up the neck, ascending the scale, try going backwards, try going down the neck and descending the scale. So this time, instead of going finger 1, 2, 3, 4, this time we're going to start on the pinky and we're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? So that should look and sound like this. Make sure you try and keep that shape, because when you're happy going down, then go up and down. Should sound like this. Now, all you want to try and do at this stage is get the notes sounding good. That's it, okay? It's just an exercise for you to get 4 fingers working. Once you're happy going up and down just 1 string, string 1, the E string, then move to string 2, the B string, or just add it on, so you're playing both of them, so it should sound like this. And then try descending as well. Try any combination you want to keep yourself amused. It doesn't matter if you go finger 1, finger 3, finger 2, finger 4. As long as you're using all fingers, it doesn't matter which way round you go. Okay? When you're happy with string 1 and you've added on string 2, so you're doing both of them, then add on string 3, 4, 5 and 6 as you see fit. Don't rush. If you start adding on all strings and it sounds terrible, just go back to string 1 and make sure it sounds good. Eventually, you should be able to play across all 6 strings, and then it should look and sound something like this. And then going backwards, descending. Okay, so don't rush, don't worry about how fast you're playing, All you have to concentrate on is, does it sound good? So when you first start doing this across the strings, you're just using string 1. So make sure that your pick is on the right string. Make sure that this hand is working in conjunction with this hand. So if this hand is on string 1, make sure you're picking string 1. So when you move from string 1 to string 2, the pick has to follow what this hand is doing. So they both need to work together. Alright? So when you're looking at your fret hand, a lot of people concentrate on this. Remember to shift this one. If you're one of the people that concentrate on this, remember to shift this one. They have to work together. Alright? So let's have a quick look at that again. Starting from string 6 this time. I'm going to go up the strings and up the notes. And now I'm going to go backwards. Okay, so some of you would have noticed that I wasn't just picking down all the time. I was going down and up. This technique is called alternate picking. Alright, so all it means is that you alternate in the direction of the pick. So make sure that if you can only pick down or if you can only pick up, start trying to get the pick to go whichever way you want it to go rather than the only way you think you can do it, okay? So just make sure that when you pick the string, you're not going and coming miles away from the string. You want to keep that pick as close to the string as possible. So when you alternate pick, when you go up and down, you just want to go just past the string and then back up again, keeping that pick close as close as possible to the string. If you go bang and then hit and your pick is all the way over here, you've got to get from there all the way back. And sometimes you miss the string, sometimes you're not back in time. So make sure that you're keeping it tucked and tight, okay? So let's look at the alternate picking. And then backwards. Right, so that is just one simple little thing that you can do without having to know anything about music, without having to learn a song, without doing anything. And the faster that you get at that, remember it's got to sound good, so don't go fast if it doesn't sound good. When it starts sounding good, then you can start going a bit faster. So make sure, keep that shape. When you're playing, try not to move the fingers miles away from where they need to be. Keep the shape no matter what string you're on, okay, because it's the same shape each time, and all you do is the same thing on a different string. Keep your pick really close to that string and have as much fun as you can with it. Good luck.